Bash not loading. Profile in new session on Linux. I'm setting up a new Linux machine I got from our dept, and notice .profile is not loaded when I start a new terminal session. The current shell is bash, though I changed it from the default shell it came with. How do I make it load .profile on startup? I access the shell via SSH my username at remote machine. I have administrator privileges on it.
When bash starts as an interactive login shell, one of the files it may process is /.profile. When it starts as an interactive non-login shell, it doesn't. It processes /etc/bash.bashrc if that file or a similar file is enabled in your version of bash, and /.bashrc. You could add the following to your /.bashrc, but be careful of loops or values being changed inadvertently.
It kind of depends how you start your shell. As others have said, a login shell will load your profile. It will look for .bash_profile first, then will try .profile. If it finds one of these, it loads them. A non-login shell, either interactive or non-interactive, will source .bashrc. I'd suggest putting everything into .bashrc. The .profile/.bashrc split was kind of arbitrary and made more sense in the old days of Unix when TTY wasn't just a device name and meant an actual teletype. It was meant to start certain things, like checking mail, on the main login to a server, and just normal setup stuff for other shells. In most Linuxes you will log in now, you're not really logging into a shell, as you're logging into some graphical interface, KDE, GNOME, CDE, Shutter. The spawn login processes is now taken care of by your session manager. It's much less relevant now. My suggestion: make your .profile consist of solely as the first line of .bashrc, guard against weird stuff happening when running a bash script by jumping out early.
If you want to support the channel,